This is Lougenuts episode 2. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff from 2021, as well as some stuff going into 2022. It's going to be good news, it's going to be sad news. There's a lot going on, and a lot we kind of need to share with you guys. Basically, well, to rip the band-aid off, Project 604 is coming to an end. But that doesn't mean that all the cool stuff we do and all the hilarious gestures and creative content we make is going to stop. It just means it's changing direction. So we're going to go over a whole bunch of that in this video. We hope you enjoy. I'd like to welcome you back. We got Neil as a co-host today, and we're going to have a whole slew of other people joining us. Yeah, I mean, long and short, we had a good run. But as things go, sometimes you just got to evolve as you move forward. So without further ado, let's dive into that. All right, so Neil, tell us a little bit about what Project 604, what it was, what it is.
Well, Project 604 was and is more than just a bunch of car people doing fun stuff. We created a charity organization called Dreams on Wheels, teamed up with Bear. Bear worked with Dreams on Wheels to make sure that kids got toys and tablets for the holidays at BC Children's Hospital. We also helped to make sure that hospital staff got snacks and food donations so that way they could deal with the pandemic a little easier.
Really good idea that he had one day. It was just basically the pandemic, as you already know, was really hard on everybody. So there's a lot of things where hospital workers were working major overtime hours. It just wasn't fantastic. So as a result, Bear guy came up with this idea. He was like, hey, why don't I collect snacks and get them to the hospital for these workers? So that's what we did. We teamed up with Bear. We created Dreams on Wheels. It's actually also with a guy named Zian. You can check him out at Zian Sells YBR. And we also work with Landon Brown. And it started out as a toy drive, and then we also did the snack drive. And we'll be continuing to do that every year as we go forward here. But under Dreams on Wheels specifically, not as Project 604 anymore. So, as Project 604, we've actually seen car culture from all over the world as well. We'll have Neil tell you a little bit about that.
So as Project 604, we've been out to Russia. We've been down to Australia, seeing World Time Attack, and we've also been to Tokyo, Japan, seeing Tokyo Auto Salon, and also local car culture from there. We've even been down to Monterey Car Week, seeing luxury vehicles, supercars, hypercars, all that sort of thing. Even the Lamborghini Countach, where most of us have only seen it as renderings on the internet.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. If you have pre-ordered a new magazine, we actually have a bunch of photos of the original Countach because a couple people here in Vancouver have a few of them. So we've actually shot several of the original and now the new one. But in any case, as we went through this wave as Project 604, we came across a lot of people, what they did, what they enjoyed, and we started realizing, we're very passionate about telling those stories. We're very passionate about creating memories, if you will, and we really enjoy showing off what people are up to and the creative process behind it. When you modify your own car, if it's your baby, if it's your thing, Neil, for example, has an SC400 that hasn't run for 10 years, and he will probably not get it running, but it's his baby. He loves that thing. I don't know, that's his weird addiction. He loves the car, he drives other cars. It's understandable. Dylan has this S15 behind us here. You've seen it before, I'm sure. That was a dream car for him. Doesn't have to be a spec car, doesn't have to be a Time Attack body kit. No, you won't understand the emotional connection that car has to him. And as a result, we figured out hey, there's something we can do here with the magic between our ability to create content and people's own emotional stories to it. And so we kind of had to start shifting, what is Project 604? Why are we doing this? And what's the best direction for us to go?
So we have quite a few guys that are actually part of the whole Project Life group. Rob, for instance, who's a close personal friend of the team's. He has a
Rob's a really good guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
He's got a Prelude Type SH, and the entire car is inspired by what if Honda built the Type R Prelude.
Megan, who's one of our members as well, actually competed against that car, but she chose a different chassis. She chose a Toyota Soarer. If you've ever done any kind of track driving, you already know the SC is a massive boat. Most Lexus cars are boats. But despite that fact, Megan has had no interest in changing chassis. Instead, she did what everybody should do. and that is to buy a car, drive it completely bone stock, which we cannot encourage you guys enough to do. We can't tell you how often we've had conversations with someone where we're basically like, oh, like how does that behave on autocross? Would you like to come out on a track day with us or something? And they answer with, oh, well, no, I can't do that. I gotta buy my wheels and my tires and my coils and a list of nonsense. That's why Megan's store is so interesting. She bought it completely stock. And now she's running, I believe it's a Flex Z from Team Coils.
Correct, yeah.
She's got a set of 3-piece wheels on it, a good set of Zestino's tires on it, and those alone helped her pick up the tines. And are the wheels the best choice? Probably not. They're 3-piece, they're very heavy, but that's what she wanted. And she got the grip she wanted out of it. She was able to get back a lot of the control by putting in those coilovers. And that's what Project Life is all about. We want to see you guys take a car, take what you're up to, get more into it, get more passionate about what you're up to, and tell us your story about it.
So we have Dylan here, who's one of our expert photographers, and he's here to talk about his Sylvia Spec S.
Yeah, so this right here is the strawberry flavored beauty that I got. Had it for a year and a half now, almost 2 years, and basically it's been my daily driver. Love driving it. It's a lot of fun.
Why don't you tell us a little bit more about it, Dylan? What makes this car special to you?
It's just a car I've always admired since I just see pictures of it back in the day and stuff like that. Never really thought I'd actually own it, so when the opportunity came, I jumped on it. Yeah, here it is. It's basically a full CUS kit, front rear bumper, side skirts. It's got a hood on it. It's got 20mm wider fenders, and yeah, the interior's got bright seats.
So let's get to the real question here. How does it make you feel?
It just brings a big smile on my face. It's a lot of fun. People like it. Seem to get a kick out seeing it around, especially winter right now. Still driving it, but hey, why not?
Wait, that's not Dylan. Oh, well, here we have Donovan. Donovan's one of our expert videographers. Donovan used to share the same passion for E46s that I did. He had one while I owned mine as well, and he doesn't have one anymore. You want to tell us why, Donovan?
Yeah, so I was driving home from work, and then taking the exit onto the bridge, I just kind of spun out and almost killed myself.
Just clutch kicking down the bridge.
Yeah,
Wasn't there legitimately an oil spill on the bridge?
yeah, there was an oil spill, but nothing came of it.
I feel like that's an important detail to add when you say you were just driving home and crashed on a bridge.
Well, no, the city was like, we have signs that says slippery, so
Yeah, slippery but covered in oil.
Yeah. Now that you don't have a U46, what did it end up getting replaced with?
I ended up buying a Toyota Crown from Velocity.
Okay, well, it's not just your average Crown, right?
No, it's a Tom's Crown.
So your Crown is an athlete then?
Yeah, it's
Okay. So it has the 3-liter V6 then, I think.
Yeah.
And then it gets a really cool feature under the hood in the form of a supercharger kit. So Crown's probably no slouch, right?
Yeah, it's really bad on gas.
Oh, nice. I mean, superchargers tend to do that, but you get the whooshy noise and the woohoo, with the two, right?
Okay, so I'm back. I kind of think it's important we kind of reminisce a little bit on 2021 and just like some of the events we did. Like
They were pretty awesome.
To be fair, for a quiet year with the pandemic going on and everyone kind of not really sure what's going on, we still had a great time. We teamed up with Ferrari, so Ferrari Vancouver. I think we did 4 events with them.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Obviously, we did quite a few at Trove. This is kind of the place to be. And we also worked with Dilawri for a few events, which is a massive change in dealership. Also, we did not just one Diamond Rally event, but we got to introduce Expert Mode, Diamond Rally Black this year. And I really can't wait to have some footage of that put into this video for you guys. Of having a supercar rally during a heavy snowfall in Whistler was already kind of like, I'm not sure we should be doing this or not. But we did it. It went fantastic. It was honestly one of the best events ever, and I can't really wait to share some of that stuff with you guys.
Literally showed up on a set of snow tires.
Yeah, we also had a Huracan STO out in full livery for it. it was largely focused on, you know, SUVs and trucks. But still, I mean, there isn't a whole lot that beats a bunch of Hummers and a couple TRXs just flying around in the snow while you're pelting them with snowballs.
Aside from all of these jobs that we had over the course of this year, we couldn't just do it alone. We had a variety of sponsors throughout the year that helped us to make sure that we could achieve all of our goals. Places like this amazing facility called Trove. Trove was a backdrop for quite a few of the events over the course of the year, and they hosted for a Vancouver, Dilawri events, and there's always the awesome paella that shows up too. So it's delicious, awesome cars. I mean, what could go wrong, right? We have RT Tires, who have helped us make sure that we're not only set for the winter, but they've also helped with all of our tire needs throughout the year. We also have Zestinos. Zestinos has made sure that all of our track days are covered, and cars such as Sean's or Megan's have ample rubber down whatever power they have. We also have 326 Power, which of course all of you know as on Sean's car. Gunning Gate 6. They make crazy wide body kits. They also make their own line of cast wheels. They also make suspension components and all sorts of crazy stuff. We also have Herbert's Auto Body, who has taken the liberty of making sure that most of the team's cars are color coordinated properly, have proper paint laid over them. Sean's car, for instance, was painted by Danny and Herbert. That man is absolutely a mastermind.
We also have a couple groups like Velocity Cars. They're not exactly a sponsor, but they are a dealership we have grown to work with fairly closely, as most of us have JDM cars. Another one is Dave's Powder Coating. Dave is magic, man. That guy just takes all kinds of metal components on your car and he redoes them in basically any color you want. I'm actually very excited. We're actually going to show you a teaser here in this video of these pink wheels we're getting, and they're going to be going on something pretty cool. And another one is dress up bolts. Dress up bolts is a really big one. I'd actually like Neil to talk about a little bit. But they do strictly titanium hardware. What are the kind of benefits to titanium, Neil?
Well, titanium doesn't corrode, and that's the biggest advantage over your standard commonplace zinc-plated hardware that comes on literally every car ever, right? I mean, why would you want just standard stuff?
We kind of want to explain to you guys which direction this is going to go, and we're going to start by introducing Daniel and Tim, who are two business students from SFU. These guys, to us, represent the next generation of car enthusiasts, but also people that share our passion and vision for the productions we create. So here we are. They'll be joining the team, and I'm going to let them take over here and talk about a bit of what we're going to be going into, what we're up to, and where this is all going to go.
So there are plenty of people that go on adventures with us. You know, take Tiago's Auto Spot, for example. We went over there and had a fantastic time. You know, getting Chinese food, sitting in the back of Toyota Centuries of all cars. You know, Road Road downtown. I mean, how many can you say that you sat in the back seat of a V12 Toyota?
Yeah. I mean, without people like this in our community, we wouldn't be able to pull off a lot of the cool stuff that we do. I think that really goes to show in our productions. You know, the thousands of photos, hours of videos. It's it's all done so that we can look back on it and relive those experiences as we're moving forward. I really don't think there's a price tag on that.
Some people say that print is dead, but we don't agree. You guys keep asking for it, so we're going to keep putting it out. Our magazine right here that we've talked about many times before, you can pre-order it. It details lots of experiences from not just people within our community, but from all over. We've got people from the East Coast, we've got lots of other interesting things, even some things that you wouldn't be able to generally hear about. We've got shots of a Pagani here in Vancouver. People that are helping us put out printed content, for example, big shout out to Printing Yes that helped us make these decals that were designed by Armed Force. amazing goodies like this are, totally free and included with the magazine if you buy it. So, complete bonus.
Moving forward, we're still going to be automotive focused, but we want to change our direction a little bit so that you can reach out to us when you want to shoot a video for your wedding, a video for your cute dog, or anything that comes up in life. We're still going to be sharing our experiences with you, keep you up with the posts, and sharing all the cool things that we do. We want to take a step back and focus a bit more on the work we do and the clients and supporters that we work with. Moving forward, we still want you to be able to approach us, and we still want to help you out. And at the end of the day, we're here to create memories and help you move forward with that.
Welcome back, Dylan.
Hi.
So, what got you into photography?
Basically, I just started going around to all the old dealerships, taking pictures of all the high-end cars around Vancouver, and doing the old spotter kid kind of stuff. Just, seeing what was around town, sort of grew from there. About 10, 12 years ago now.
And why photography though?
I just always had a fascination with it. I used to play with cameras as toys when I was a kid. My dad had a lot of film cameras around. Didn't film in them, but still just take pictures that I thought were kind of cool to see. Yeah, kind of started from there. Then got digital cameras, and here we are.
So Dylan, we've seen with a lot of your photography, there's a lot of background variation stuff. Why is that?
I just like to record where I've been, what I've been up to, kind of keep memories alive.
We've also noticed that Sylvia here has been a star of a lot of the photography content.
Yeah, but like I said, daily driving Sylvia, taking it on road trips, basically enjoying as much as I can, and feel like photography is a great way to capture those memories, just sort of be able to look back and be like, hey, yeah, I took the Sylvia to Fino, or I took the Sylvia to Solis. All over the place with it, so you might as well enjoy the scenery you see with it. Beautiful BC has some great backgrounds to use. So.
Absolutely, it does. And it's a surprisingly reliable design.
Surprisingly, yeah.
As we've kind of explained, we've kind of figured out our niche. We take a lot of passion in making productions, we take a lot of passion in making content, and through the various partnerships like the sponsors we've mentioned, the companies we work with, I think it's pretty obvious at this point we've made a very clear niche for ourselves. We enjoyed the car shows, we enjoyed all that stuff, but we can still do that. Our own members can modify their cars, like the decals that Tim showed you that Armed Forces has designed, are all designed off cars our own team has. So we can still be actively involved in the local community. We can still focus on doing our charity foundations and stuff like that, but it's going to be focused on productions. We want to immortalize your memories, like Tim was showing you in this magazine here. This is the Pagani on the cover, but as you go through it, if you had ordered one of these and you have it arrive at your house, you would notice that there's an absolute stunning centerfold that's actually shot on the rooftop here at Trope. And things like this will be here for years. You bring it home, you sit it down, you can look back on it and you go, man, those were the days. Like that summer was great. And through the shop that we've got going on with us, we've got a printing shop we're working with OCHK Group. You can create all kinds of stunning visual works like this print here. Tim got in his hands. That's the skyline over in Taipei that Sean took while he was stuck in Taiwan for 6 months. Just imagine you get your photo shoot done with us. That could be your dog, that could be your best friend, that could be your car, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, I think we're a lot more passionate towards working with people and telling their story. When it comes to the public, what do you think is more important to you? Do you think the experience and the getting to know the person is more important, or do you just honestly take in what they're wearing and driving?
No, it's always about the experience. It's so different to capture an experience and a memory rather than just a photo. And I think that moving forward, focusing more on the story behind it, the memories that we create, is what is what everybody wants, and is what's important to us here at SP6 forward.
Ultimately, I think it's time that we evolve, we grow, we move forward, and we would like you to step into the streetlight with us and join us on this, because realistically, we're the experiential marketing company that you didn't know how to work with until now.